Hi, let's talk about how to make your ox year great. Now, if you're like me, you probably had plenty of challenges last year with the Corona COVID-19 pandemic, and you definitely want 2021 to be better. So let's get right to it. And I'd like to look at it uh, both from how we can make all the signs better and also what each particular sign can do to improve its chances for a good year. And what I'd like to look at is ox energy and metal energy from the perspectives of harmony and timing. So let's look at the ox. The ox is a builder, building to last. Ox energy is slow, determined. Ox is a winter sign. It's cold. So think about these things. Last year was a rat year, a year to start things. This year is a year to work on what is already going and see if you can finish it if you can. It's the year to really draw on ox energy and go for your most difficult challenges. Okay. Now, as far as timing, the lucky months this year are the snake month, May, and the rooster month, September. Those go well with the ox. The less lucky months are February, the tiger month, and July, the sheep month. One thing I will say that applies to everybody is that the soulmate month this year is the rat month, December. So we all can be looking for some kind of life learning experience, life lesson that month. Okay. Now, as far as metal energy, metal is hard, inflexible, and on the good side, it's related to money. Okay. And with timing, it's really important because this is not only a metal year, but metal also starts the year. And the element that starts the year also finishes the year. So there's going to be 4 metal months this year and only 2 of all the other elements. So focus definitely is going to be on making money this year in career. Uh, Now, there's a downside to all this metal, and that is there can be too much excess. The metal, all this metal, cold, hard metal energy is going to also impact relationships in a not so good way. So again, I say, while we don't want to go after our biggest success in relationships, we do want to pay attention to them because they could hold us back this year. Okay, so let's look at the rat sign. The rat is the first sign in the Chinese zodiac, and it's all about starting things, but the ox is not. So last year was a rat year. You probably started all kinds of stuff. This is the year to draw on the ox energy and work on those things that you've already got going. Okay. I also mentioned about money. This is the year you definitely want to pay attention to your finances and to career. You could have some big gains. I noted everybody has a soulmate month in December, but you have a soulmate year as well as a soulmate month. So chances are you're going to be experiencing lots of life lessons this year. You definitely want to be alert what you're doing and what's going on around you. You know, sometimes people have these lessons and they don't even know they've had a lesson. So be alert. Um, I also want to mention, and this is goes for all the signs too, your green light and your red light months. A green light month is when you can take some chances, plan some big things, and a red light month is when you want to play it safe. So your green light months are April, May, August, and December. Your red light months are June and September. Okay, moving on to the ox. Well, Many signs don't do that well in their own year, and ox is one of those. It's probably just too much of a good thing, okay? I mean, ox drive, determination, and persistence is really great. We need that to get things done. However, too much, and you get into stubbornness and inflexibility. So you'll need to be sensitive and push yourself to be perhaps more flexible than you might be comfortable with, okay? And I also already mentioned relationships, especially you. You'll need to be sensitive to the feelings of other people, even if that may not be what you want to do. Um, I think you'll find out that you're going to have a much better year if you can show some empathy, give some more emotional support, just be there for the people around you. So your green light months are March, May, and September. And your red light months are February, April, June, and July. As for the tiger, this could be a challenging year. So it's really important to pay attention to the ox energy and to your desires. The thing is, your energy and the ox energy tend to clash. So your recipe for success this year is to be more like the ox. I know slow, plodding, determined, persistent, um, lacking flamboyance, all that stuff is not really your style. But you need to do what you can to improve your chances this year. And that's the best way. And keep in mind, ox energy is going to apply to other people too. I think you might find that there's more resistance to some of your desires than you might normally have. So you need to be willing to compromise. You need to choose your battles. Unless it's something really worth fighting for, you might want to just put it off. Okay. Now, your green light months are June and October, and your red light months, February, May, August, December, January. Okay, the rabbit sign. Well, the rabbit is known as a gentle sign, okay? A peacemaker. Well, I think you like the ox slow plodding style. And actually, this can be a good year for you. The thing is, with your gentleness, it's important to draw on that ox energy, okay? Be bolder, be more determined, be more persistent than you might ordinarily be. You can do it under the influence of the ox, okay? Um, One thing though, with the ox and metal, of all the signs, yours may be the one that is feeling the lack of emotional support the most. And maybe the best advice I can say is sometimes you have to give to get. And you're going to find other people need emotional support too. And I think by giving others more emotional support than you normally do, you're going to find a lot more being reflected back to you. So it's really important to keep your emotional health and well-being up this year. It's going to be could be challenging. Now, your green light months are March, May, July, and November. Red light months, August and September. Dragon. Well, this is a year for hard work and determination, not for flamboyance. This may not fit your style. If you want to be successful, be more like the ox. Draw on that ox energy. I'm sure you've got a whole bunch of big plans, but what have you already started? Draw on that ox energy to really get those things going. Be goal oriented. Get out of your dreams, put on your work clothes, and get to work and make things happen. Now, your green light months are August and December. And your red light months are July, October, and January. Snake, you are the big winner this year. Okay, of all the signs, you have the greatest chance of success. This is definitely a time you want to go big. Be bold. Don't be afraid to make changes. Head out in new directions. Really, about the biggest way you can mess up this year is by sitting on the bench, by not getting in the game. So make things happen, okay? This could be a really good year for you if you go for it. Your green light months, and there's a lot of them, March, April, July, September, December, January. Red light months, February and November. Moving on to the horse. This is not a year for thoroughbreds. It's a time to slow down, okay? That's how you're going to get your biggest successes this year. The other thing, I don't know how typical a horse sign person you are, but the horse tends to be known for a short attention span, for easily leaving things once started. Well, draw on that ox determination and persistence this year. If you've got some big challenges in your life, stick with it. Draw on that ox energy. This is the time to really mow down the toughest obstacles, not to just head off into the wilds for a gallop and move on to the next thing. Go ahead and stick with them and tackle these problems. Your green light months are February, July, and October. Red light months, May, December, and January. Okay, sheep or goat? Well, every 12 years, the ox comes along, and to be honest, ox and sheep energy don't really go well together. The best I can say for making this a better year is to be safe, be conservative, stick to the tried and true, avoid changes. And you also are a sign that could really suffer from a lack of emotional support this year with all that ox and metal energy around. So if you're not getting the emotional support you need, ask for it. Be around people that you know tend to give emotional support to you, that you feel comfortable with. In fact, I would say that that may be the key for you this year. Be around people that make you feel good, okay? Your green light months are March, June, and November. Your red light months, April, September, October, December, and January. Monkey. The ox is all about determination and persistence. That may not be your style. You're a typical monkey. You're probably more into bursts of creative energy. Well, that may not work so well this year, especially with all the resistance that could be around coming from ox and metal energy. So you might want to be a little bit more determined in your efforts, okay? The other thing is The monkey tends to like fun and games. Well, a lot of times this year, it probably is not going to be appreciated. On the other hand, if you pick your spots, I think as always, you're going to find that you're appreciated for your sense of humor and for making people feel good. And with all the cold metal and the ox being a cold sign, people are going to need some humor. Okay. So do it at the right time. Your green light months are April, August, October, and December. Your red light months are February, March, June, and September. Rooster, congratulations. This could be a very good year for you. Ox and rooster energy go well together. The time you want to go big. And remember, ox energy is all about determination and persistence. So attack your greatest challenges this year. And the rooster, by the way, is a metal sign. And with all this metal, you definitely want to strive for financial success this year. But remember what I said about relationships. It's still important to pay attention and make sure that the people around you are feeling comfortable and getting enough emotional support, and that you are too. But overall, I think you're looking at a great year. Just go for it. Your green light months, and there's a lot of them: April, May, June, November, and January. Your red light months, March and September. Dog. Dog energy doesn't really mix that well with ox energy. And it could show up the most in the area of relationships. I don't know how empathetic a person you are and how much you're into giving emotional support and paying attention to other people's feelings, but those things are going to be really important for you, both at home and at work. You may not be all that comfortable with a lot of touchy-feely stuff, but I think you'll find that it can help you at work. And it's the kind of thing to smooth the way as you work on focusing on long-term projects at work, okay? Your green light months are February, June, and October. Your red light months are April, July, September, and January. Last but not least, we have the pig, my own sign, okay? Well, unfortunately, we're not all that comfortable with ox style, okay? And like the other gentle signs, we may find that we're not getting all the emotional support we'd like to get this year. So if you're not getting it, ask for it. Be around people that you know have given it to you in the past. And sometimes you have to give to get. So make sure that you are giving other people emotional support. They're going to need it too. Now, all that metal this year is very lucky for pig because pig is a water sign and metal is the most favorable element for our water. Okay, so we can make some money this year. We may not be comfortable doing it, but there's going to be opportunities. The thing is, we need to look for safe ones. It's not really a time for us to take risks, okay? So looks like a mixed year, but we can make it better. So green light months are March and July. And red light months, May, June, and November. Well, I hope everybody has found some useful tips here. Remember, it's about timing and harmony, making our energy meld with the energy of the ox and with metal. And with that, I'd like to wish everybody a happy, prosperous, and healthy year of the ox. And thank you so much for putting your faith in me and um, spending some time with me today and getting all this information. I hope it leads to a great year for you. Thank you.